My wife left me and our 3 young kids for another man. A year later, she came crawling back, begging for forgiveness. Instead, I slammed the divorce papers across the table while our children clapped in triumph behind me. I'm staring at spreadsheets at 2 a.m. again. Not for work. Those I can do with my eyes closed. These are personal bank statements, credit card transactions, investment portfolios. The kind of financial autopsy you perform when your life implodes, and you need to understand exactly how dead you are. 3 months since Vivian left. 3 months since I came home from a client meeting to find half the closet empty and a note on the kitchen counter, not even handwritten, printed Arial font 12 point like she was submitting a resignation letter to HR. Cole, I need to find myself. I've been suffocating in this life we built. I'm finally free. Don't look for me. Tell the kids I love them. That was it. 12 years of marriage, 3 kids, and she gave me 4 sentences in Arial font. The kids were at school when I found it. I had 3 hours to process my entire world collapsing before picking them up. 3 hours to figure out how to explain to Laya why mommy's car wasn't in the driveway. How to tell Jonah his mother wouldn't be reading him stories anymore. How to help Em understand why her favorite dress, the one mommy always helped her put on, was gone from her closet because Vivian had taken it. She took our 4-year-old's dress. Who does that? I should have seen it coming. The yoga retreats that went from monthly to weekly. The new circle of friends I'd never met but heard constantly about. People with names like Journey and River who were helping her unlock her authentic self. The way she'd look at me during dinner like I was a stranger who'd wandered into her house. But I'm a forensic accountant. I track money, not emotions. I can spot embezzlement from a mile away, but couldn't see my wife planning her escape right in front of me. Daddy, when's mommy coming home? Em had asked that first night. Soon. Baby. I'd lied. Tucking her in with Mr. Patches, her stuffed rabbit. She just needs a little vacation. Laya knew better. 9 years old and sharp as a blade. She'd looked at me with those brown eyes, Vivian's eyes, and said, "She's not coming back, is she?" "I don't know, sweetheart." "Good," Leia had said, turning away. "She made you sad all the time anyway." Kids see everything. We think we're protecting them with our fake smiles and closed-door arguments. But they know. They always know. The first month was survival mode. Getting the kids to school, making dinners that weren't cereal, learning to braid Em's hair, YouTube University. Thank God. Jonah started wetting the bed again. Laya stopped talking about school. Em carried Mr. Patches everywhere and wouldn't let anyone wash him. Month 2. I tried reaching out. Called Vivian's phone. Disconnected. Emails bounced back. Her sister claimed she didn't know anything, but her voice did that high-pitched thing people do when they're lying. Even her parents went radio silent, and I'd known them for 15 years. So, here I am, month 3, doing what I do best, following the money. I pull up our joint savings account history. We'd been building it for years. The vacation fund, the kids' college fund, the emergency fund, all rolled into one because Vivian insisted we didn't need separate accounts. That's what trust looks like. She'd said the balance should be $51,000 and change. I remember checking it last month when I paid for Laya's dance classes. I refreshed the page. Maybe it's a system error. The screen loads. Balance $4,127.83. My chest goes tight. I click through the transaction history. 3 days after she left, 3 days while I was still in shock, still telling the kids mommy would be back soon. She'd made 4 separate withdrawals, $11,000, $12,000, $11,000, $13,000, just under the federal reporting limit each time. She'd planned this, calculated it, timed it. The woman, who couldn't remember to pay the water bill on time, had executed a perfect financial extraction. I look at the timestamp on the last withdrawal, 3:47 p.m. That's when I was picking up the kids from school that day. I'm crying because mommy hadn't shown up for her preschool Mother's Day craft project. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. A text with a photo attachment. I open it, Vivian tanned and smiling, holding a champagne glass on what looks like a rooftop bar. Some guy's arm around her waist. Young bearded man bun. The city skyline behind them isn't ours. The message underneath: living my truth now. Please don't contact me. I'll reach out when I'm ready. I stare at the photo, at the champagne, at the designer dress I don't recognize. $47,000 of our children's future and she's drinking champagne with some hipster on a rooftop. That's when I decide I'm going to destroy her. I screenshot everything, the photo, the number, the timestamp. Then I forward it all to a new email account I create just for this purpose. If Vivian wants to play games, she picked the wrong opponent. I investigate financial crimes for a living. This is just another case now and she's just another perpetrator. First step, identify the hipster. I reverse image search the photo. Nothing. But there's a reflection in the champagne glass, a neon sign. I enhance it, flip it. Honeycomb Haven. Quick Google search. It's an urban beekeeping supplies store with a rooftop bar located in Asheville. 5 more minutes of searching and I find him. Axel Cruz, 28, owner of Asheville Urban Apiaries. His Instagram is a goldmine of pretentious sustainability posts, teaching the city to buzz with life, one hive at a time. Jesus Christ. His whole feed is shirtless beekeeping photos and roomy quotes. I scroll back through his posts. 3 weeks ago, a farmer's market stall. 4 weeks ago, installing hives on some tech company's roof. 6 weeks ago, there she is, Vivian laughing at something off camera, holding a jar of honey. Tagged location, Riverside Farmers Market. Tagged 3 months ago when she was supposedly at a wellness retreat in Sedona. I check her credit card statements from that weekend. Flights to Asheville, not Arizona. Hotel charges at the Bohemian Garden Inn, not the Desert Spirit Resort she told me about. My hands are steady as I document everything. This is what I do. This is what I'm good at. I create a fake Instagram account, some random nature photography profile, and follow them both. Vivian's account is public now. It used to be private when we were married, but apparently her authentic self needs an audience. The posts make me sick. Her in flowing dresses talking about shedding toxic energy. Sunset photos with captions about choosing joy over obligation. A picture of her feet in expensive sandals with walking away from what no longer serves me. What no longer serves her? That's what we became. A service she could cancel. Leia walks into my office, rubbing her eyes. Daddy, why are you awake? Just working. Baby, go back to bed. She climbs into my lap instead, sees Vivian's photo on my screen. Her face hardens in a way 9-year-olds' faces shouldn't. Is that mommy? Yeah, she looks different. She does. The Vivian I married wore cardigans and sensible flats, hair in a ponytail while she made lunch for 3 kids. This Vivian has beach waves and a nose ring dressed like she's heading to Coachella. Is that her new family? Leia points at Axel. No. Sweetheart, we're her family. That's just someone she knows. Leia stares at the screen for a long moment. She's not wearing her wedding ring. I hadn't noticed, but she's right. Her hand is visible, holding the honey jar, fingers bare. Go back to bed, Lil. School tomorrow. She hugs me tight before leaving. Don't be sad, Daddy. We don't need her. After she's gone, I dive deeper. Cross-reference Vivian's business accounts with her personal spending. She ran Serene Spaces, wellness retreats, organizing luxury mindfulness weekends for stressed executives. The business account should be separate, untouchable. But there it is. Transfers from Serene Spaces to her personal account. Small at first, $500 here, $700 there, then bigger, $3,000. $5,000. Always just before trips to Asheville. She's been stealing from her own company from her business partner, Deirdre, who invested her retirement savings into this venture. I checked the retreat schedules against her Asheville trips. Every time she was supposedly leading a retreat, she was with him. The clients were charged full price for retreats that never happened. They got postponed last minute due to unexpected circumstances and offered future credits instead of refunds. This isn't just abandonment. It's fraud. I pull up the business registration. Serene Spaces LLC. Vivian is listed as CEO, but I'm listed as CFO. A formality, she'd said. Just for tax purposes, she'd said. I never had actual involvement, but legally. My name is on this. If she goes down for fraud, she could take me with her. I check the time, 4:17 a.m. In a few hours, the kids will wake up. I'll make breakfast, pack lunches, pretend everything's normal. But first, I send one more email to my new documentation account. The subject line, evidence of embezzlement. As I'm about to close the laptop, another notification pops up. Vivian posted something new. 2 minutes ago. It's a photo of legal documents. Asheville Municipal Office visible in the header. The caption, sometimes you have to destroy the old to build the new. New beginnings, authentic life. I zoom in on the documents. Business license application for a new wellness company with Axel Cruz listed as co-owner using the exact same service model as Serene Spaces. She's not just stealing money, she's stealing the entire business. I call my lock at 7:00 a.m. sharp. She answers on the first ring. Cole Mercer. I've been wondering when you'd call. You know about my situation? I know. Deirdre Huang hired an attorney last week to investigate missing funds from Serene Spaces. Your name came up. My stomach drops. I had nothing to do with. I know. I've already reviewed the corporate structure. You're a figurehead CFO. Zero access to accounts, no transaction history, no signatures on anything except the original formation documents. But Vivian, she's been busy. How busy? Meet me at 9:00. Bring everything you have. I drop the kids at school. M clinging to my leg until her teacher gently pries her off. Jonah won't look at me, just walks straight to class. Leia squeezes my hand and says, "Have a good day, Daddy." Like she's the parent. Maya's office is all glass and steel. 23rd floor, the kind of place that makes you feel like serious business happens here. Maya herself is terrifying in the best way. Early 50s, silver hair in a perfect bob, wearing a suit that cost more than my mortgage payment. "Show me what you've got," she says. I lay it all out. The withdrawals, the fake retreats, the embezzlement, the new business filing. Maya takes notes without looking up, occasionally making small humming sounds. "This is good. Very good. But we need more." More? She's planning something bigger. This business in Asheville, it's a front. She's trying to transfer all of Serene Space's client list and intellectual property. The retreats that were postponed. She's going to honor those credits at her new company, making it look like a legitimate business transition. That's theft. That's genius, actually. Unless we can prove intent to defraud. Maya leans back. We need her communications with clients, with Axel, with anyone involved in this scheme. I can't access her emails. No, but Deirdre can. Serene Space's emails are corporate property. Maya smiles and it's sharp enough to cut glass. I'll coordinate with Deirdre's attorney. In the meantime, you need to protect yourself. She slides a stack of documents across the desk. Asset protection strategies. Move everything you can into trust for the children. Retirement accounts, investment portfolios, the house, everything. Make yourself judgment proof. Isn't that hiding assets? It's protecting your children's future from their mother's crimes. Everything legal, everything documented. You're not hiding anything, just restructuring. I spend the next week following Maya's playbook. New bank accounts the kids are beneficiaries on. Educational trust that can't be touched in a divorce. Life insurance with ironclad beneficiary designations. I even transfer the house into an irrevocable trust with the kids as sole beneficiaries when they turn 25. Vivian might have taken $47,000, but she won't get another penny. Between the legal maneuvers, I keep digging. A private investigator Maya recommended start sending me photos. Vivian and Axel at high-end restaurants, shopping at boutiques, a weekend at a spa resort that costs $3,000 a night. All while she's been texting me that she can't afford to send birthday gifts for the kids. Then, Deirdre calls me directly. "Cole, I found something you need to see." She forwards me an email thread. Vivian to Axel, dated 2 months before she left. "The retreat in September will be our trial run. I'll handle the clients. You provide the venue. Once we prove the model works, I'll exit the marriage and we can launch properly." Cole won't fight it. He's too passive, probably won't even hire a lawyer. Axel's response. "What about the kids?" Vivian. "They're anchors. I love them, but they're drowning me. Once I'm established in Asheville, maybe I'll revisit custody. Or maybe not. Freedom means making hard choices." Anchors. She called our children anchors. I forward everything to Maya, then sit in my car outside Jonah's school for 20 minutes trying to breathe normally. When I finally walk in for pickup, his teacher pulls me aside. "Mr. Mercer. Jonah had an incident today. He told another child his mommy died. When we tried to correct him, he insisted it was true. I'll talk to him. There's something else. He drew this during art time." She hands me a picture. A house with 4 stick figures out front, 1 tall, 3 small. Where the 5th figure should be, there's just black scribbles. He said that's where mommy used to be, but now it's just dark. I'm about to respond when my phone buzzes. Text from an unknown number. "Stop digging or I'll file for full custody. I know about the trust transfers. Hiding assets looks bad in family court. V." I text back. "Try it." 3 dots appear. Then disappear. Then appear again. Finally. "I want to meet. Neutral location. We need to discuss the children's future." Before I can respond, another message comes through. This time, it's from Maya. Don't answer her yet. Deirdre just found something explosive. Axel Cruz has a sealed juvenile record and Vivian's been lying about more than just the money. Maya's office feels different this time. She's not sitting behind her desk. She's pacing. Laptop open on the coffee table. Documents spread across every surface. Axel Cruz, age 15, arrested for theft, broke into 3 homes in his neighborhood. Stole approximately $30,000 worth of jewelry and electronics. Sealed juvenile record, but she smiles. Public court indices still show case numbers. A good pie can work with that. How bad? He got probation, community service. Here's the interesting part. His co-defendant was his 17-year-old girlfriend. She convinced him to do it. Said they'd run away together with the money. Sound familiar? Vivian's not his first older woman. Pattern behavior. But that's not the explosive part. Maya pulls up bank records on her laptop. Vivian's been lying about her parents. What about them? She told you they cut contact. Right? Well, they've been sending her money. Monthly transfers of $5,000 for the past 8 months. They're funding this whole escapade. I think about every time I offered to reach out to them to mend whatever rift existed. Vivian always shut it down, said they were toxic, said we were better off without them. Meanwhile, they were bankrolling her exit strategy. So when she wants to meet, she's getting desperate. The money's running out. Deirdre's investigation is closing in, and her parents probably won't fund her forever. Maya hands me a fresh legal pad. She wants to negotiate. Good. Let her think she has leverage. I text Vivian back. Ramon's Cafe. Thursday, 2:00 p.m. Bring whatever documentation you think matters. She responds immediately. I'll be there. The next 3 days are strategic preparation. Maya drafts the divorce papers. Not just standard dissolution, but a comprehensive package. Abandonment charges, fraud documentation, custody arrangements, everything filed and ready. Just waiting for signatures and service. Bring the kids, Maya suggests. That's cruel. That's accountability. She needs to face what she abandoned. Besides, don't you want to know if she'll even acknowledge them? Wednesday night, I sit the kids down. Mommy wants to meet tomorrow. Em lights up. Is she coming home? No, baby. She just wants to talk. Laya crosses her arms. I don't want to see her. You don't have to, but if you want to tell her anything, this might be your chance. Jonah speaks for the first time in days. Will her new boyfriend be there? I don't know. I want to see him, Jonah says quietly. I want to see who she picked instead of us. That breaks my heart clean through. Thursday morning, Laya announces she's coming. Someone needs to protect you, Daddy. I dress them in their best clothes. Not to impress Vivian, but because I want them to feel confident. Laya wears the dress she picked out herself last month. Jonah in the blazer he wore to picture day. Em in her favorite unicorn sweater. Maya meets us outside Ramon's at 1:45. Process server is across the street. I'll be 3 tables away. Signal if you need me. Ramon greets us at the door. He's owned this place for 10 years. Knows our whole story. Your regular table's ready. Cole, it's the one by the window where Vivian used to Instagram her matcha lattes and avocado toast. Jing bless life and morning vibes. The same table where she told me 6 months before leaving that she felt like she was performing happiness instead of living it. We sit. The kids color on the paper placemats Ramon brings. I watch the door. 2:00 comes and goes. 2:07. My phone buzzes. Running late. Order without me. 2:15. Laya asks if we can leave. 2:18. The door chimes. Vivian walks in looking like she stepped out of a lifestyle blog. Flowing cream dress. Minimalist jewelry. That new nose ring catching the light. She's lost weight, gained a tan, looks 10 years younger. She sees us and freezes. Her eyes go to the kids first. Em waves. Jonah stares. Laya doesn't look up from her coloring. My babies, she says, moving toward them. Sit down, I say. We're here to talk. She takes the chair across from me, reaches for Em. Em pulls back, clutching Mr. Patches. You brought them to ambush me. You left them. They get to be part of this conversation. She's about to respond when the door chimes again. Axel Cruz walks in. He's exactly what his Instagram suggests. Man bun purposefully distressed. Henley probably has Carpe Diem tattooed somewhere. He sees us and starts toward the table. You brought him? I keep my voice level. I need support too. Axel pulls up a chair, starts to introduce himself to the kids. That's when Laya finally looks up. We know who you are, she says. You're the one Mom picked. The temperature at the table drops 10 degrees. Vivian reaches into her bag. Let's just get this over with. She pulls out a folder. Legal documents, but before she can open it, my phone buzzes. Text from Maya. Look at his wrist. I glance over. Axel's wearing an vintage Rolex. The exact one Vivian bought me for our 10th anniversary. The one that went missing from my dresser the week before she left. I don't react to the watch. Not yet. Let them think they're in control. Vivian spreads her documents on the table. I've been thinking about what's best for everyone. I'm willing to consider joint custody. Consider. Laya's voice cuts through the cafe noise. You left for a year and now you want to consider being our mom. Laya. Honey. You don't understand. I'm 9. Not stupid. Laya pulls out a folded paper from her pocket. I wrote you a letter. She unfolds it, starts reading in her clear, strong voice. Dear Mom. You left us on March 15th at 3:30 p.m. I know because I was watching from my window when your car drove away. You took my favorite dress. The one with butterflies. You didn't take any pictures of us. The cafe has gone quiet. People are listening. You missed Jonah's birthday, Em's preschool graduation, and my dance recital where I got the lead role. Dad learned to French braid for Em. He reads stories with voices now, not like before when he was too tired. We're happier without you. Vivian's face is cracking. Baby, I'm not done. Laya keeps reading. We don't want joint custody. We want to stay with Dad. He didn't choose someone else. He chose us. Jonah pulls out his own letter. His handwriting is messier, but his words are clear. You said kids were anchors. I looked it up. Anchors keep ships safe in storms. Dad says, we kept him safe when you left. We pick him too. Even M clutching Mr. Patches manages. Daddy stays. You go away. Vivian's breathing fast. Shallow. Axel shifts uncomfortably, pulling at his collar, and his sleeve rides up, fully exposing my Rolex. Nice watch, I say. He glances down, realizes his mistake. Vivian gave it to me. Did she mention she stole it from me? I didn't steal anything. Vivian snaps. Community property. Actually, I pull out my phone. Show them the photo. I reported it stolen to the police the week you left. Case number right here. That's receiving stolen property. Axel, your juvenile record won't help with sentencing. His face drains. What juvenile record? The sealed one from when you were 15. Breaking and entering. Your girlfriend at the time convinced you to do it, right? Older woman promised you'd run away together. Vivian turns to him. What's he talking about? But here's what's really interesting. I continue sliding a photo across the table. This was taken last Tuesday. That's you, isn't it, Axel? Coming out of the Moonrise Hotel with someone who definitely isn't Vivian. The woman in the photo is young, blonde, laughing as Axel kisses her neck. That's just a client, he stammers. Clients require neck kissing. Interesting business model. Vivian snatches the photo, stares at it. Her mask doesn't just crack, it shatters. You said she meant nothing. She whispers to Axel. She doesn't, that's Harlow. Vivian's voice rises. That's my F-word assistant. Now I pull out the divorce papers. Fully executed, filed with the court yesterday. While you two sort that out, let's handle our business. Maya appears at my shoulder. Right on cue. Mrs. Mercer, I'm representing Mr. Mercer in the dissolution proceedings. These papers have been filed. You're being served. The process server approaches from across the cafe. Vivian Hart. She doesn't answer. Still staring at Axel. Ma'am, you've been served. He places the papers in front of her. Additionally, Maya continues. We filed for emergency custody based on abandonment. The hearing is Monday. Don't bother showing up. We have everything documented. I slide another stack across the fraud investigation into Serene Spaces. Deirdre's pressing charges. The IRS has been notified about unreported income. Your parents' transfers, those needed to be declared. You owe approximately $120,000 in taxes and penalties. Vivian's hands are shaking. You can't. And this, I place the final document down, is a cease and desist. Your new wellness company uses proprietary methods developed for Serene Spaces. Deirdre owns that intellectual property. You launch that business. You'll face civil and criminal charges. Axel stands abruptly. I'm not going down for this. Sit. Maya commands. The police are already on their way about the watch. The whole cafe is watching now. Someone's recording on their phone. Ramon's behind the counter, not even pretending to work. Vivian looks at me, tears finally starting. Please. I made mistakes. But mistakes. I lean forward. You called our children anchors. You stole their college fund. You chose him. I appointed Axel and he chose your 22-year-old assistant. I can explain. No. I stand, help Em down from her chair. We're done. Kids, say goodbye to your mother. All three of them look at her. Then, in perfect synchronization, like they practiced it, which they hadn't, they turn and walk toward the door. Wait. Vivian's desperate now. There's something you don't know about why I really left, about what I found out about you. I pause at the door. Nothing you say matters anymore. Not even the fact that I know about Deirdre, about what happened between you two before I left. The cafe goes silent. Even my kids turn to look at me. Maya's hand tightens on my arm. Don't engage. But I can see it in Vivian's eyes. She's not bluffing. She knows something. I turn back to face her, keeping my voice steady. Go ahead. Say what you need to say. Vivian's eyes gleam with desperate triumph. Deirdre came to you about her suspicions 3 months before I left. You two met for dinner to discuss the books, then drinks. Then I went home to my wife and kids. I cut her off. Deirdre suspected you were stealing. She wanted my professional opinion. I told her to hire an independent auditor because I couldn't be objective. That's it. Her husband saw you at a Marriott bar discussing forensic accounting. Deirdre's husband was paranoid because she'd been acting strange because she was investigating you. We have 12 emails, all ceasing Maya's firm, all about the embezzlement you were committing. I pull up my phone, show the email chain, every meeting documented, every conversation about your theft. While you were in Asheville with your boyfriend, I was trying to protect Deirdre's investment from you. Vivian's last card crumbles. She slumps in her chair. The difference between us, I continue, is that when someone trusted me, I protected them. When we trusted you, you robbed us. 2 police officers enter the cafe. Maya nods to them, points at Axel. Mr. Cruz, we need to ask you about a stolen watch. Axel looks at Vivian with pure venom. This is your fault. You said he was weak. You said this would be easy. Don't put this on me. You're the one who what? Believed your lies. Yeah, I did. Just like your husband did. Just like those clients did. He turns to the officers. I'll return the watch. She gave it to me, said it was hers to give. As they escort him out, he stops at our table. Looks at my kids. Your mom's right about one thing. You were anchors, but not to her to reality. She couldn't pretend to be enlightened with you around needing actual parenting. Vivian breaks completely. And ugly crying. The kind that smears makeup and brings snot. The Instagram perfect image finally fully destroyed. I want to fix this. She sobs. Please let me fix this. Maya steps forward. You can start by signing the divorce papers uncontested. Walk away clean or we pursue criminal charges for the theft, the fraud, and the embezzlement. Your choice. Vivian looks at the papers, then at the kids. M's hiding behind my leg. Jonah stone-faced. Laya is writing something in her notebook, not even watching her mother's breakdown. She signs every page, every line, the custody arrangement, supervised visits once a month, pending family court approval, Maya states. Given the abandonment and the criminal investigations, that's generous. Vivian signs those, too. Ramon brings her a glass of water. She doesn't touch it. Just sits there destroyed while the cafe slowly returns to normal conversation around us. The business? She asks quietly. Gone. Deirdre is filing for dissolution. Your clients are being refunded. Your reputation in the wellness industry is finished. My parents will probably be audited for their unreported gifts to you. She stands on shaking legs, looks at me one last time. I did love you once. I know. That's what makes this worse. She walks out alone. No boyfriend, no suitcase, no dramatic exit, just a broken woman who bet everything on a fantasy and lost. 6 months later, I'm making breakfast when Leia shows me her tablet. Mom's working at a juice bar in Tucson. Her Instagram is gone, but someone spotted her and posted about it. She looks older, tired, wearing a green apron and forcing a customer service smile. You feel bad for her? Leia asks. I feel nothing. I answer honestly. She's a stranger who used to live here. The divorce was finalized 2 months ago. Vivian got nothing except debt from the IRS. Axel pleaded down to a misdemeanor, paid a fine, disappeared to Oregon. Deirdre recovered some funds through insurance and started a new company with proper financial controls. This time Vivian has seen the kids exactly twice in supervised visits. Both times she spent more time crying than talking to them. M doesn't ask about her anymore. Jonah is back to straight A's. Laya's dancing lead in another recital. Dad. Jonah calls from the living room. Can Trevor's mom pick me up for practice? Sure. Buddy. Trevor's mom is Naomi. She's an aerospace engineer. Divorced 3 years. Has coffee with me sometimes while the boys practice. She doesn't know the whole story yet. Maybe someday. My phone buzzes. Message from an unknown number. This is Vivian. New number. I'm getting help. Real help. Therapy. Accountability. The works. I don't expect forgiveness. Just wanted you to know I understand now. The kids deserved better. You deserved better. I'm sorry. I delete it without responding. Leia appears at my elbow. Was that her? Nobody important. She nods. Goes back to her breakfast. Good. The sunrise fills our kitchen with light. M's singing some made-up song about pancakes. Jonah's explaining Minecraft to anyone who will listen. Laya is reading at the table, lost in her book. This is what Vivian called anchors, what she ran from, what she threw away for Instagram moments and rooftop champagne. But she was wrong. They're not anchors. They're the whole damn ship. And we're sailing just fine without her. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you really like our videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.